My name is Brooklyn Williams. I'm a sophomore this year, and I'm an elementary ed and Spanish major.
And I'm Megan. I am a sophomore as well, and I'm studying English writing and community arts.
Yeah, so we're going to show you around Fisher Hall on one of the girls' floors.
Yeah.
Start us off, Megan.
Okay. So right behind me, you'll see the elevator and the staircase. So right when you first exit, if you can look all around, this is what we would call our suites. And here you have couches, but this is where people normally play games, hang out, study, just chat. And then on this side, right here, we have a door that leads to our sister hall. And on the other end of this hall is our brother floor. So it's just a hall full of, or a floor full of women and then a floor full of men.
Hi, Joanna.
And yeah, so we do a lot of fun events with our breakfast floors is what we call them. We do game nights. We did a Harry Potter marathon. We've gone apple picking, worship nights, weekly brunches, just lots of fun opportunities for you to get to know other people who live right next door to you. And then, oh yeah, and something fun that we do here at Fisher are raids. So raids are this really fun event where on a random day at night, we wake everyone up, we bang on their doors, lead them into our lounge where we've prepared a fun party with games and snacks. So last year, my floor did a Great Gatsby raid, and one girl knew how to swing dance, and she taught everyone how to swing dance, which was really fun. And then we've also had like silent raids. So that's when in the middle of the night, we sneak onto the other person's floor and we just decorate. So our brother floor did a Shrek raid. They like TP'd our entire floor last semester, and there were toilet plungers everywhere, which was fun for them. But we'll show you what it normally looks like.
Yeah.
And
so this is 4 West.
This is
our floor
where we live, and this is where Brooklyn and I have lived for the past 2 years.
We actually met last year on this floor.
And so you'll need your ID on you all the time. It'll let you into your room. Onto the floor.
And onto a lot of the buildings as well.
Yes. So this is what a hall might look like. This rooms here are suite styles with 4 to 5 people sharing a bathroom, so a little more privacy. And we'll actually show you what a room.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Yeah, we'll show you what a room looks like. But before we do that, let me talk about the people on this floor who are here to support you. So we have on every floor a resident assistant who is an upperclassman here that's just there to help you navigate as a freshman your first year at Wheaton. So real quick, we'll introduce you to our RA, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Megan. Hi, Brooklyn.
Hey.
Hello.
Kelly, could you introduce yourself to all the admitted students?
Yeah, I'm Kelly Mitchell. I am a junior anthropology major, and I'm from South Carolina. I've been living on 4 West as a resident assistant or an RA, and I love living here because it's so fun to see the same people every day. Megan and I always run into each other, and you just get to know everyone so well in community. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see through the Zoom, but we have each floor has a different theme. And so for our theme this year, I chose the names of God and also kind of like spring colors and like spring flowers and themes, because I think we can get to know God through the names that he tells us in the Bible and also through his creation. So that was kind of my idea for the theme.
Thanks for sharing a little bit about our floor. Can I ask you, what is your favorite thing about living on 4 West?
I think my favorite thing is getting to see everyone every day and getting to know all the residents super well. We've got to have some beautiful friendships and lots of times over meals and coffee to get to know one another super well. So that's my favorite thing.
Thanks, Kelly. We love seeing you too.
Yes, thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, have a good tour.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys my room. I actually live in a triple with just one roommate this year, although normally it would be 2 other roommates. So come on in. Yeah. So this is what one of the rooms could look like. Each room comes with modular furniture, which pretty much just means that you can arrange it to however way you'd like. So as you can see here on this side, we have 2 desks, or 3 desks because of 3 roommates, but just 2 because of my roommate and I. And you'll have a desk, and you also have shelves that come with it, so you can use it as the way you want. And then you'll have a bed. So as you can see, we've stacked all 3 beds here. And then we'll have 3 closets. So 1 back here, and then 2 behind Megan there. Yeah. So, and then if you keep circling around, we've made space for a small couch, and then another desk and shelf here. And then you also have another shelf and a dresser that you can use as you'd like. So yeah, this is kind of how we've arranged the space. It's very flexible in how you want to arrange your room and where you want to put your desk or your bed or any of that. And then also I'll talk about some of the fridges. So Fisher Hall, every dorm in the beginning of the semester will sell different fridges that you can purchase if that interests you. So my roommate and I actually bought this one from someone last year towards the beginning of last semester. So that's always available that you guys can look into.
It's also only $10 to $15, so
Yes.
super affordable.
Yeah, we got this one for $10. So it's a good investment to make if you want a fridge. So like Megan pointed out, Fisher is suite style. So you have 2 roommates or 3 roommates who share a common bathroom with another set of roommates. So we have this bathroom here that we share with our suite mate who lives on this side of it.
There's the toilet.
Yep, you got a shower, 2 sinks, a toilet,
There's the shower.
your typical bathroom. And then this is the size for a double. So we have 2 beds there. She's made room for a couch as well. And then 2 closets. You got your desks, your shelves. So she's arranged it quite differently than my roommate and I. So it's very flexible in how you want to do that. And then a nice big window to see out.
Here's your view.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of the room and some of that. But I've loved living on 4 West. I remember even last year, Megan and I and all the girls, we would just gather in the hallway to do homework really late at night, or someone would bring a guitar and we would jam Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. So I really enjoyed living on it. It's like you gain 20 plus sisters. And so it's really been a blast to be on 4 West.
Yeah.
Megan and Brooklyn, thank y'all so much. That was awesome. You guys killed that. That was great. That was great. All right, we're now going to be heading up from 4 West. We're going to go up the stairs to 5 East, and Dawson Graham is going to show us what a guy's floor looks like. So Dawson, if you're ready, my man, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Blake. My name's Dawson Graham. I'm a sophomore English writing major like Megan. We need to take a class together next semester. But I'm from Minnesota. And like Blake said, I'm just on the other side of the building here. So my room is actually pretty, oops. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm incompetent. Okay. So this is my room. My roommate didn't show up this year, so I have all this space to myself and I have a lot of empty space. So I sleep there and I keep my desk under there, and then my roommate would sleep up there if he was here. And then that's my mini fridge, which I also got at our mini fridge sale that Brooklyn and Megan talked about. Just an important thing to point out, that is the fire alarm. Unfortunately, those are a little bit sensitive, so they go off sometimes. But it actually has become something that's quite fun. We had one this week. Actually, we've had 2 this month, and each time I've just gone to the student center and gotten ice cream. So it's upsetting for a minute, but then it's actually a good time to just see all of your friends outside, and it kind of turns into a party. And then you met Megan and Brooklyn's RA. And then another position we have on the floor is the Community Life Counselor, or CLC, and they are a sophomore position. So my CLC, his name is Thomas, and I spend a lot of time with him and on the floor with him. So he will do different events. One of them he came up with it. It's called Tea Time with Thomas. We just hang out at 2:00 on Sundays. In our floor lounge, we have a ping pong table in there. We also have a TV, so we'll play video games in there, or he'll bring his projector in and we'll watch a movie or something like that. And so there's always people on the floor to spend time with. I hang out with people across the floor from me, and just down the end of the hall. All of these people are freshmen and sophomores. And a lot of the sophomores are people that I even knew last year that I just continued to be friends with. And I stayed on this floor because I wanted to still have that time with them. And so I'll pass it back over to the Smith Traber people now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Maddie. I'm a sophomore in Smith Traber. Can you guys see me okay? Is everything good? Okay. So I'm a sophomore in Smith Traber. In Smith Traber, we have the girl side, which is Smith, and then the guy side, which is Traber. And so I live in Smith, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my floor, and then we'll pass it off to Dalton and some of the other T7 guys, and they'll show you a little bit of Traber. So I'm going to show you my floor a little bit. Okay, so this is kind of the entrance to my floor. I live on 2 East. We'll show you the communal area a little bit more later, but I just live right here. So this is 2 East. Our theme this year is space, and so you can see all of our little space themes. Those are the names of the girls on my floor, and we also have the scanner just like Fischer. And then this is the floor. You can kind of see just at it. So these are just all the pictures of everyone on our floor. This is my RA. Unfortunately, she isn't able to come today, but the RAs in Smaber are very similar to the RAs in Fischer. It's the same role, just different building. So we have lots of different rooms, a quote wall, lots of fun things and planets on the side. We'll come down here a little ways, and then this is my room. So you can kind of see we have a lot of furniture that's very similar to Fischer. We have the same like modular desks, and then kind of a bookshelf that goes on top. We also have 2 bookshelves that are they don't have a light underneath because these have lights underneath. So we have 2 different kinds of bookshelves, and then we also have some dressers. So you can see just with the drawers, they just pull out. And then we have beds that are stackable. You can also get ladders. You can see my ladder in the back there. So we have those. And then unlike Fischer, we have closets like this. So we have our closets right here. My roommate's is over here. And so that's kind of the main difference. You can see we don't have a bathroom. So the primary difference between Fischer and Smith Traber is the communal bathroom versus the suite style bathroom. And so in Fischer, as you saw with Brooklyn and Megan, they share a bathroom with their suite mate. And then in Smith Traber, we have a communal bathroom. So I'll show you where that is in a minute. But right here, we have a door, and this leads to my suite mate's room. So you can still open the door and spend time with your suite mates. You just don't have a bathroom in between. But yeah, you can see, so it's pretty much the same arrangement, all modular furniture. You can get really creative with it. As you can see, there's a room for a couch in Smith Traber too. This is a double room in Smith Traber. All the girls' floors only have double rooms. You can sometimes get a single, like if you just want to have a room to yourself, that's sometimes okay, but it's not like we have triples or quads or anything. It's just double rooms. And so we just have our couch and our beds, and then same with the fridges. They were talking about the fridge sale. We also have a couple of fridges, my roommate and I do. And then obviously our plants, and you can see the parking lot just beyond it. So that's kind of what a typical Smith room might look like. I'm gonna head back out and show you guys a few more things. So you can see down the hall. And then this is my RA's room right here. She's out and about right now, but kind of fun. And then right across, you can see the bathroom. I'm gonna open it. You guys can kind of see the sinks, different stuff like that. So that's the bathroom we have. We have 4 sinks, 5 stalls, and then I think 5 showers. So lots of space and room for people in the bathroom, which is really awesome. And then I'm coming down here. You can see it was Emily's birthday, and that's so fun. And then we can come down here. And this is our lounge. So we love to spend a ton of time down here. The lounge is very open in Smith. And so you can see all the couches and everything. Yeah, this is just open for everyone to come hang out. You can see some artwork on the walls from everything that we did, and then more of our space theme coming in there. Also a microwave is in the lounge, which is kind of nice. And my floor is really big on puzzles. And so you can see some of the puzzles that we did there. And then back here is the stairwell. And so we were kind of talking about communal spaces. We don't have Switzes in Smith Traber because all the floors lead out to the lounge, or in Traber to the stairwells. But in Smith, we have the back of the halls have these stairwells, and they'll go down or up to the other girls' floors. So yes, that is a little bit about a Smith hall. You guys can see. You guys can also ask if you have any other questions or anything. But yeah, I think that's a bit about it. I'll pass it off to the boys. Yeah.
Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna pass it off now. It looks like Mark over there. Mark and Dalton will be showing you the guys' floors in the Traber side of Smith Traber. So take it away.
And go ahead.
Hey guys, my name is Dalton Van Esselston. I'm a sophomore studying business and economics, and we are on Traber 7, the highest point on Wheaton's campus. And just a little bit about the floor to start off. We have a prayer chapel right here. So you can go in here at any time and just spend time in prayer, do quiet time. So I know a lot of people utilize that space. And that's just a quiet space to spend time with the Lord. But we're going to go down this way. And here, this is my RA right here, Jason Meyer. You want to make an appearance? What's up? We have about 100 people on the call. So any Wheaton wisdom to share with prospective students?
Oh goodness, I haven't gotten to do this in a while. It's always so fun to run into people on tours. Mark, the man holding the camera right now, and I would bump into each other every time. It's always such a sweet joy. I think the sweetest bit of living in this building especially is the amount of people that have become lifelong friends that I thought I was never going to get along with. Like one of my very best friends the whole time I've been here, a guy who I thought we just weren't going to click. And all of a sudden we find ourselves sitting down for 3-hour conversations when he wanders into my room to ask one homework question, and is going to be a guy I'm friends with for the rest of my life. So be very open to the way that different people are going to very much enrich your life, and the way that the Holy Spirit moves within that. It's so incredible. But yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks,
yeah,
Jason.
This is the best RA in all of Wheaton's campus. I love them. We've gotten to spend a lot of time together. But yeah, it's a blast. You really, like, the RAs pour into you. They want to get to know you. They'll keep their door open, or they'll roam around the halls just to get to know you individually, and just really shows the character of each RA, and just their passion for student life and res life here. But yeah, let's keep going down this way. We're gonna pass the elevators. We'll see Jason head into his room. Thanks, Jason. See ya.
Thanks, Jason.
So we have the elevators here, and there's a little contest in November called Novator November, where you only take the stairs. So if you live on the 7th floor, it's kind of tough and it's very tiring, but it is a challenge and it's worth it. But you can see here a wall of all the people on the floor, different pictures up here of some folk. You can see Mark is right here. And then, yeah, we can head on down into the lounge. So as Maddie mentioned, there are lounges on the floor, and I won't show the bathroom just because there's some guys in there, but this is the lounge. I'll play a little, I can't really play the piano, but that's the best I can do. But yeah, we're gonna keep heading down here. You can just see the setup up here. You have a little microwave to make some popcorn at night, but don't keep it in there too long, or else you'll set off the fire alarm if you burn it. You don't want to be that guy. But we'll keep going through here. You can see the furniture set up. You see some tables. A lot of guys will be in here doing homework or just hanging out with with everyone else on the floor. But now we're gonna head into my room, the best room on Wheaton's campus, objectively speaking. So we're gonna walk in here. You can immediately see that we have a little setup. We have a space for a couch. We have a couple fridges right here. And we set up our furniture in a way where we have 2 beds bunked on top of the dressers. And you can see Charlie right here. He's on the call also. This is my roommate. And we have our dressers all here. I'm on the bottom bunk, Charlie's on the top. And we bunked it on top of the dressers just to make more room for other things. We have our desks set up right next to each other. We can't get enough of each other, so we got to be as close as we can. And then that made space for this little setup right here. So we have nice little futon to chill out on. We have a little 2 TV setup right now for March Madness. So we usually have one game going and then another one at the same time. We move the shelves off of the desk. So we have 2 shelves right there. But then I put this one right here for some snacks, for some foods, for my bookshelf that I read a lot. So no, I don't really read a lot, but I do keep all the books there, so it looks like I'm studious. And then we have our other food shelf. That's Charlie's. He has this Keurig right there. Our 2 fridges, the trash cans, and all the towel hangers, and yeah. And then we have the best view on Wheaton's campus. It is excellent. If you guys want to check it out, you can just see all of Wheaton's campus and a little bit into downtown Wheaton, and it is beautiful. And the sun sets on this side of campus, so you get to see I just saw the fire alarm is going off in Fisher. That's hilarious. So if you do want to live in a building that doesn't have a fire alarm, Smith Traber might be the place for you. But the sun sets on this side, and it's a beautiful, like pinkish orangish setup, like right before dinner. So it's always amazing to see. But now you can see Mark, my cameraman, he was holding it all. But this is basically just a quick overview of, Smith Traber does have fire alarms, but they don't go off as often. They have Charlie's flag. He's a big Kansas fan, and just great guy right there. Rock Chaw. But yeah, that's all we have for you. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Oh, we also have closets too. Just throwing that in there. But yeah, thank you for joining us on this adventure.
All right. Dalton, thank you for telling us about all of the best things at Wheaton College. We got to hear about the best things at Wheaton from the worst tour guide at Wheaton, so that was great. But I'm just kidding. I'm friends with Dalton, so I can say that. I love you, dude. You and Mark both did a great job. Great job, you guys. Great job. Okay, so now the plan was actually that we wanted to show y'all some of the more communal spaces in the residence halls. And so we were going to actually hop back over to Fischer. And I would love to get an update from any of the Fischer tour guides. Megan and Brooklyn, if you can hear me.
We're outside
We're coming
right now.
in live from a Fisher fire alarm.
Everyone is like
At least it's a warm
evacuating.
day outside,
Yes.
so it's beautiful. But here you have it, live. This was not planned.
Yes.
Oh, that's so perfect. Oh my gosh. Well, you can tell that safety first is a priority here at Wheaton College. It really, really is. So if there's any parents on the call, I hope that'll put your minds at ease. But while all of the Fischer tour guides are dealing with that, let's see, Smith Traber, are any of y'all near like the lobby or the kitchen?
I'm here.
Or...
Yes,
Maddie,
I'm
do you
here.
want to show us around?
I can jump in. Yes,
Thank you
indeed.
so much.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So I am in the lobby. The lobby connects Smith to Traber, and so we just end up calling it Smith Traber. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a view of what that looks like. It looks like there's some people in the kitchen right now cooking things, so I'll show you guys there. Let me flip it. Okay, so we have some people making some muffins, it looks like, in the kitchen. You can see we have sinks and stoves, refrigerators. Yeah, it's a super cute little area. We love to keep some stuff in the fridges and just make cookies whenever we can. And then coming out here, we have a really huge TV. People put up games, watch movies, lots of fun stuff there. You can see outside, beautiful weather. And then right here we have a lot of chairs and some other study spaces that people like to go in. And then of course, vending machines, some ice over there. Right here we have a baby grand piano. It's a little tiny one, so people sometimes can play that in the afternoon. It's kind of fun. And then right here we have a ping pong table, a pool table, there's the chairs again. And then in here we have a study space that a lot of people use. It's called the large conference room. So you can see it's really fun. We'll have meetings in here, just hang out. You can come study in here too. It's a really great spot. And then coming back over here in this area, we have a ton of tables. So you can come study there, enjoy the tables, have some food. This is a really great communal area. Right here we have some more chairs. And then in the back there, we have a volleyball court. You can see kind of through the door. So we have a sand volleyball court, a little mini basketball court, some more parking lot, and then just a lot of communal spaces here. Hey, Jacob. And then in this area, we have even more study spaces. So you can see a lot of different couches and a lot of different hangout places. A lot of people come study here at night and really enjoy it. And then over here, we have another small study space. I don't know if people are in here, but so this is the small conference room. We love to just kind of hang out in here. more studying, more meetings, that kind of thing. Hey, Yusuf. And then we have the front desk right here. So here you can check out some more supplies, pool cues, ping pong stuff, lots of fun stuff. And our RD lives back there. She's super awesome. We love Cat Haas. She has a super cute dog named Lexi. So we love Lexi. Sam, hello. And then right here we have lots of more study spaces. So lots of tables and chairs everywhere. And then over here, this is where I showed you guys. So that's where my floor is. This is 2 East. Someone was asking about elevators. We don't have elevators between floors because we don't necessarily need them. So this is one floor. This is another girl's floor. And then from there, you can go up to 2 more floors or downstairs. So I'll head down there and show you guys. We call this room the California room. And I don't know why we call it that, but we do. And it always confuses Fisher people. It's kind of funny. And so right here, that's another girl's floor, just kind of around the corner. And then if you come in here, we have more study spaces. So we love to hang out here at night. This is a great spot for raids. We have raids in Smith Traber too. We love having them in here. And here we have kind of our computer lab. So you can, oh, I'm getting locked out. Here we go. You can use the printer in here or just kind of study. It's a great spot for kind of quiet and computer use. And then over here we have a prayer chapel, and I'll show you guys that. So this is the prayer chapel in here. It has just chair, some pillows, couches, a cross, Bibles, etc. And then in here we have what's called the piano room. So you can come practice the piano in here or just study if you want. And then one last stop, I'll show you guys the laundry room. I'm gonna flip it back so I can talk, but we love just using these spaces to study at night. It's really popular to just come and hang out and talk with people and just kind of spend time studying together.
It looks like we might have lost connection with them. Maddie,
Oh, no.
hey, there she is.
Hey,
There
can
she
you,
is.
can you see us? Okay, we're in the laundry room. It's a bit chaotic because it is a weekend.
It is the weekend. Don't do laundry on the weekend. Do it on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Amen.
That's the best time to do it.
Indeed.
But yeah, we have a student right now struggling to find a washer to use.
It's what happens when you do it on a
We'll figure it out.
Saturday at midday. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you got all the washers set up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the normal setup like a laundromat, and then all the dryers. And that's basically it in the laundry room. You got the dryers, you got the washers. Oh, hey, I will say one big pet peeve I have is people who don't remove the lint from after they use the dryer. So make sure you do that if you ever use the dryer.
It's so true. The laundry machines are great though, and they're free. You don't have to use money to pay for them or anything. You just have to bring your own like detergent and whatnot. And then in here we have what's called the dungeon. It's not actually a dungeon. It's just called the dungeon just for, I don't know why it's called the dungeon, but this is like a very quiet study space. So if you come in here, you have to be silent or people will glare at you. But it's kind of nice if you need something quiet. So yeah, lots of tables and chairs. Looks like it's been rearranged for something, but yeah. So those are pretty much all the communal spaces in Smith Traber. And yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to add them in the chat and we'll answer as best we can. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope everything's going well at Fisher. We're thriving over here in Smith Traber.
Yeah,
so
we're not outside. We're inside, luckily.
we're just, got to maintain the rivalry, of course.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Maddie and Dalton, for showing us the communal spaces in Smith Traber. We're actually going to go to a Q&A time now, where students will verbally answer some of your questions. If we get students go back into Fisher Hall, then we can show you a little bit of the communal areas there, like the laundry room, the coffee shop in the basement, kind of the lobby area when you first go through the doors. But for now, we're going to take some questions. So yeah, Blake, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, totally. So if y'all have any questions for us or for any of the tour guides, feel free to drop them in the chat and Priscilla and I will do our best to call them out. I think specifically the tour guides who are going to be sitting on our panel today are Claire, Jackie, Charlie, and Mark. However, any of the tour guides are welcome to chime in if you feel like you have a good answer to the question.
I noticed there was a question earlier that was asking kind of like why the communal spaces were empty. Some students had mentioned that, one, it's a really nice day out. And so as you could see by the people outside of Fisher, it is beautiful out today. But also, if any of the students on the panel want to share about like things that you do on a Saturday, whether you did them today, what activities are you up to on the weekends?
I can share a little bit. I mean, so it depends on the weekend. One of my favorite things to do is to try and get all my homework done early so that I can leave my Friday and my Saturday nights open. And that means I either will plan something with friends or I'll literally just kind of run into my friends and just do something spontaneously. So like last night, I spontaneously went and got some Thai food with friends and then watched Harry Potter. And tonight I'm gonna probably bake some cookies with a friend. So just like things like that where I'm just hanging around, it's really chill. I don't know if anyone else does anything crazy, but I love to just kind of hang out in my friend's room, talk, watch movies, laugh a lot, especially when it gets really late and you're really tired. It's always really fun. So, yeah.
For those of us who are not as good as Jackie at getting our homework done before Fridays and Saturdays, I feel like it's pretty common for students to like walk to downtown Wheaton, maybe do some homework there. There are plenty of different stuff, plenty of different locations outside, especially during COVID, but especially inside at like coffee shops where you can do homework with some friends, maybe grab something to drink, grab a baked good or something like that. So plenty of different places to hang out in downtown Wheaton as well. And I'm sure plenty of students are grabbing food or grabbing ice cream today, taking a stroll through Wheaton because it's absolutely beautiful outside. So.
Yes, I'm actually joining from downtown Geneva today because it is so beautiful outside and getting some homework done. But some of my other favorite things to do on the weekends are, of course, do homework. It's a good day to like meet up for group projects and things like that. But I go to Zumba, which is an exercise class every Saturday. And tonight we actually have an event called Student Art, Student Sound that I'm planning on going to. So that will be really exciting. There's usually stuff happening around campus that's fun to do. We had an event last night where they had all different kinds of Mexican food for students to eat, and then tonight they're going to have like postcard making and a glow stick dance and a lot of different performances and stuff like that. So even during COVID, they found creative ways to let us have fun on the weekends, just really relax and spend time with our friends.
Heck yeah. Thank you all so much. All right, so we are going to continue with our Q&A, but actually real fast, we just wanted to take a second to actually hop back to Fisher Hall because it seems like the fire alarm has already run its course. And I think Elijah Owens, I think you're in Fisher lobby right now. So Elijah, you want to take it away for us?
Yeah, I'm actually in Fisher's basement right now. So I'll turn around the camera and kind of show some of the spaces. But right here we have ping pong table, a pool table. Right in this room right here, we have a prayer chapel that is open for students to use. Here we have a study room. A lot of students will study in there. And there are usually people using all of these spaces, but again, we all just came back inside from spending 10 minutes outside due to the fire alarm, which is all right. But here is the laundry room. As Dalton said, don't do laundry on the weekends. It's not the best choice. It's just always so packed full of people doing their laundry. But yeah, our laundry is free. So you never have to worry about having to pay to do your laundry. As long as you have laundry detergent, you are set. And then like in Smith Traber, we also have a TV area. So I believe we've got students watching March Madness right now, right over here. Some students will spend time on the weekends watching movies, or they'll play like Mario Kart at the TV, which is awesome. And then this space right here, this is our kitchen. We have a few different utensils that you can use in here. So I think we have some pots and pans. And then at our front desk upstairs in the lobby, there are more pots and pans that you can rent out and borrow for a little while. Then also, again, like in Smith Traber, we also have different vending machines with snacks. We have an ice machine. And then I can show the lobby. I think it's cleared out a bit now. But here we have lots and lots of couches, puzzles. Yeah, that is Thomas. Dawson was talking about Thomas. And then there's Brooklyn and her roommate Jackie. Yeah. So lots of people just hanging out in the lobby today. Yeah, and that's about it for Fisher.
Thank you. Thanks, Elijah, so much for showing us around those areas. So there was another question about big events in Fisher and then also Smith Traber. And so if we could have someone from Smaber tell us a little bit about Oktoberfest and someone from Fisher tell us a little bit about Fisher Dodgeball. Please take it away, Jackie.
All right, guys, so this is what I say on my tours. Fisher Hall has something we call Fisher Dodgeball. And your bro sis will come together and, you know, you don't have to take part if you're a nerd, but it's fine. But it's a tournament every year, and your bro sis competes against all the other bro sis floors. And my bro sis has won for the past 5 years in a row. All right, no big deal, except it's a huge deal. You know, where all the good dodgeball players go is Fisher 1 West 5 East. Let's go. And, you know, even this year, like due to COVID, they changed it to the Fisher Olympics, and we still won. So there was, I think, even involved in the Fisher Olympics was like a pie eating contest and all that stuff. So we just basically are all the talented people on campus. It's no big deal. You know, I'll give you an autograph sometime. But yeah, it's a super fun time. I highly recommend taking part. And even if like another thing we do is like Fisher Christmas, and there will be Christmas caroling and cookie decorating in the Fisher lobby, and you'll decorate your floor to a Christmas theme, and they'll like judge whose is the most Christmassy. So a lot of fun things go on in the whole hall.
I can talk about Oktoberfest in Smith Traber. So the thing I always like to compare it to is an escape room. So every single floor creates a separate experience based around a different theme. So my floor last year had a VeggieTales theme, if you guys know VeggieTales. And essentially we would have, you would take a group of different students and you would lead them through different like rooms that you would decorate, and you would have costumes and props and activities for them to do. So for example, my room got turned into an obstacle course for people to go and get Mr. Lunt's cheeseburger. And my role within it was I was the peach that had taken Larry's hairbrush, things like that. So we had all these different costumes and a script. But the winning floor from last year was one of the Traber floors, T6, and they did a Lord of the Rings themed floor. And they had authentic costumes like from the movie that someone on their floor had. They made a LaCroix pub. They made a marsh in their bathroom complete with fog machines. They even had someone who shaved his head to play Gollum. Like they went all out for it, but it was super fun to get to go through. I really enjoyed getting to see a lot of the different floors as a visitor, but then also getting to create that experience for people to come to, onto our floor as well.
All right, thanks, Jackie and Claire. So I have a question for you, for all of y'all that are sitting on the panel. What is one thing that you have been really thankful for about like residence life here at Wheaton?
Honestly, I think just the built-in friendships from the floor. So like, I mean, I have friends outside of my floor, but the girls on my floor, we all really love our floor, and we get really into the floor events, and we'll have tea time every week in our lounge where we just come and sit, and my RA will make like Rice Krispie treats or something like that. We'll come sit and we'll just chat over some tea. But even like all the sophomores on my floor that returned, we returned because we had so much fun together. And one thing that we really love doing is playing cards. So like really late at night, I'll randomly get a text and it'll be like, hey, we're playing cards in the lounge in 20 minutes. And so anyone who can will just show up. So that's just been a huge part of it, is being with just a bunch of girls that really love where they're living and who you get to see regularly and do fun things like that, like watch movies and play cards. I think that's the main thing about living in a residence hall that's kind of really fun.
I can go ahead and share something as well. So obviously, I'm thankful for these boys, Chuck and Dalton. We all live on the same floor, which is awesome. But I'm really thankful for my RA, Jason. You guys got to hear a little bit about him. He's been a huge mentor to me spiritually, and it's been really great going to him and just talking about life. He's always checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing, and I try to do the same thing with him because I really love him, and he's just always been there for me. And so I'm just really thankful for him and all the support that he's given me and the whole floor as a whole, really.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh,
Go ahead,
sorry.
Claire.
So when I think about my floor, I always describe it as a home. So at the end of a long and busy day, no matter who I'm hanging out with or what I'm doing, I know that I'm coming back to a place where I'm really safe. I feel safe and I'm accepted. A huge part of that is the community. Both as a sophomore, I'm living with a bunch of other sophomores who were on the floor last year. So 2 years of getting to know each other, but then also freshmen who have brought so much life to our floor. I really enjoyed getting to know them. And also my RA. So I'm actually sitting with my RA right now, and I'm just so grateful for her and for my RA last year, just to have an upperclassman on the floor who has walked the road of the Wheaton experience before me, and to provide both friendship and mentorship has just been really valuable. And I just feel so safe on my floor, so loved. It's really felt like I've grown a lot as an individual within that community.
Amazing. Thank you so much for answering that, friends. We actually had a question emailed in previously that honestly, some of you all might be very curious about. And the question was about how do you find a roommate? So for those of you on the panel, if you'd be willing to explain or share about your own experience, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think, sorry, I'm taking over the talking time here, guys. If you want to cut me off at any point, go for it. In the Facebook, there's often a Facebook group for, the people coming in your year. So a Wheaton 2025 or Wheaton 2026 Facebook group, and you'll join that and people will post a little bit about who they are and you can find your roommate through that. I have a lot of friends who connected that way. But I personally actually did a random roommate my freshman year. And she was such a blessing. Like they try and be prayerful about that process of when they randomize roommates. And it shows because I got paired up with someone that it just made so much sense. Like, a lot of people love to decorate their rooms. I don't. My roommate didn't either. It was great. We were so chill and it was honestly amazing. And I'm so glad that I did random. But then I have friends who ended up like choosing their roommate through the Facebook group or different like Wheaton group chats. And they also loved that. Like I have 2 friends that roomed together 2 years in a row and had planned to room. But yeah, no, I honestly, if you don't feel like you're behind, you're missing out if you don't plan a roommate. I honestly really loved random and it was great. So.
Yeah, I met my roommate through the Facebook group, and then there is like a housing portal that will match you with people that you have like similarities to. And so when I filled out my housing application, said certain preferences, but like when I want to go to bed, things like that, we matched. And then I reached out and actually Instagram messaged her for a while before we decided that we wanted to be roommates. And it's worked out really well. This is our 2nd year rooming together. And so there's like a lot of ways to make sure that you are rooming with someone who has a similar lifestyle to you, has a similar level of messiness, things like that, which is really important in making sure that you are compatible roommates.
All right. Thanks, Jackie and Claire. Yeah, I personally, I had a really similar experience to you, Jackie. I didn't really know anybody from my area that was going to Wheaton. And so I did random rooming and absolutely loved it. It was great. It was a lot of fun for sure. Now I'd like to ask another question just to all the panelists real fast. And this one might be kind of tough, but if you had to describe your Wheaton experience so far in one word, what would it be? And you can explain why. You don't have to just say the word and then mute yourself. Like, you can explain why it's that word.
The first word that came to mind for me was definitely growing. Because no matter where you go to school, it's never going to be like high, awesome experience with absolutely no challenges whatsoever. And like, that's the same for here at Wheaton. You're going to get very challenging. There are going to be some challenging circumstances, whether that's academically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it might be. There are different parts that are just going to be challenging. But through it all, I feel like they've been really valuable experiences, and experiences in which I've experienced some significant growth, especially within the realm of my relationship with the Lord, and just meeting different people that helped me just through those experiences and help me to ultimately grow within them, even when they are challenging in a sense. So growing.
Yeah. I think I unexpectedly chose this word, which is unexpected. And so I think if I'm thinking of why, I mean, even in this past year, I had a lot of unexpected conversations with unexpected people that reminded me for my passion for figuring out how faith and the arts intersect, and have kind of pushed me towards pursuing possibly like an interdisciplinary studies kind of route, which is really cool. And even one of my closest friends, we both turned to each other and we were like, man, if anyone saw the two of us, they would never expect us to be friends. And so unexpected friendships and unexpected, also just, yeah, I think unexpected friendships is a huge one for me, where I'll just meet people in the most random ways, and become friends with them, and they'll end up being some of my closest friends and bring me some of the sweetest moments. But I could never say, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like I expect to be friends with them. So I've just been, my time at Wheaton has really been marked by just unexpected learning, unexpected reminders of truth, and often from very unexpected people. So yeah.
Kind of going along with the unexpected, the word that came to mind for me was grace, and just how I have seen God's grace and the grace of others. So just given to me in such beautiful ways during my time here at Wheaton, because I think oftentimes we come in with so many expectations for college of, oh, these are the people I'm going to connect with, and this is what I'm going to end up doing. But honestly, some of the most beautiful relationships have been with the most random people at the most random times. And just a lot of the opportunities have just happened. And it's the Lord has given me exactly what I needed in every single moment. And I think I've really seen that this year with COVID. There have been a lot of difficulties, a lot of disappointments this year, but it has been an absolutely incredible year. They have worked really hard to give us kind of that classic Wheaton experience, despite all the limitations. And I've been able to grow in relationship, have a lot of fun, and just grow my relationship with the Lord through all of this. I find that in every aspect, whether it be relationally, in classes, in res life, faith is just so woven in ways that you can see and that you can't. And I've just received so many blessings from this experience.
Cool. Thank you all so much for sharing that. Just to give a reminder to all of you prospective students who are on this call, any questions that we didn't get to answer, we'll be sending out in an email later, and we'll be able to respond to them more in depth. And that way you'll also get to see kind of what other questions you might have missed in the chat. Yeah, we'll hear responses from students on there. So passing it off back to Blake.
Thank you, Priscilla. All right, folks, could we just give a round of applause to all of the tour guides and the panelists that were on the call today? Incredible job. And also, of course, a round of applause to the very own Priscilla Chinn. So good. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. It has been such a blessing being here with you all, getting to hear your questions, and just getting to hang out with y'all a little bit. It really, really has. If you have any more questions, please feel free to continue asking in the chat, or feel free to email any of us. But I'm actually going to hand over the reins to Rachel Ehorn.
Hey everyone, my name is Rachel. I work in admissions, and thank you for joining my team of students, our campus tour guides, the diakonoi, which is a Greek word meaning servant. They are our tour guides, and in case you didn't know, the campus tour guides is a completely voluntary position. So their opinions are their own. They are not being paid. They love Wheaton and they want to share it with you and give their kind of authentic Wheaton experience. So a few just a quick notes to finish us out here. Evan would be upset if I didn't remind you guys to check out the admitted student page on our website. There are tons of links to upcoming events, including a very new thing, masterclass. So we have, I think, 8 planned so far of short half-hour to an hour-long classes with some of our Wheaton faculty. Since you can't visit and take a class this year, you can do one online. Those are scheduled throughout April, I believe. And you can, oh, Bailey went to one this morning. So feel free to look into those and sign up. If you would like to connect with anyone on this call, any of our current students, they are all on our chat feature on the website. So if you go to wheaton.edu, down in the right-hand corner, you can click a little orange chat bubble and connect with one of these students. All of their information is there. They'd be happy to answer any more questions that you might have. You can also reach out to your admissions counselor. Hopefully you've gotten to know them by now. Feel free to reach out for anything you might need. Their information is also on our website. So once again, thank you for joining us. This recording will be sent out to everyone in the email along with the chat questions. And we hope to see you in more meetings and more activities with us sometime soon. Thanks.